The Russian invaders' stronghold near the Donetsk region was destroyed, as demonstrated by Ukrainian border guards. The State Border Guard Service and other defense forces of Ukraine units are enhancing fire control on the flanks close to eastern city. The border patrolmen attacked an enemy group. A rifle army unit of Russian soldiers was erecting a concealed stronghold among the forest lanes. The border security forces were focused on the behavior of enemy troops in this direction. While one of the border guard detachment's mortar gunners targeted the identified locations, the border guard's aerial reconnaissance tracked the locations and travel routes of the enemy personnel. The fire mission resulted in the destruction of the invaders' positions and manpower losses. Last week, Ukraine launched significant offensives against Russian invaders in a number of locations, along its southern and eastern borders. Russia and Ukraine are giving differing reports of the fighting in the Zaporizhia region, where experts say, Kiev faces a difficult battle against Moscow's entrenched forces. In the southern Zaporizhia region, where fighting was the heaviest on Tuesday, military analysts project Russian infantry suffered substantial losses, as Ukrainian Marines tried to breach heavily guarded Russian defenses. The most recent battle has begun to break out now in southern Ukraine, near the city of Orikhiv, in a hostile climate with little cover. On Wednesday, fighting was reportedly occurring south of Orikhiv, and military bloggers who support Russia released video of the fighting. Ukraine's army forces are checking Russian defensive positions all over for security flaws and poor management, and are ready to change openings to focus only on those locations, despite the fact that its battle plans concentrate on specific areas in which it hopes to crack Russian defenses. In the last 48 hours, Ukrainian forces have attacked Russian troops' positions and concentrated areas with 71 artillery attacks and 23 airstrikes. Military analysts have long anticipated that Ukraine will focus here, in an effort to sever the connection between Crimea and eastern Ukraine that Russia maintains. The latest conflict began on an aggressive battlefield with little protection for advancing ground forces in southern Ukraine, where Russia had laid minefields and dug a sequence of defensive trenches. According to military analysts who have been predicting this for months, the Ukrainians may focus the most of a counteroffensive operation there with their recent acquisition of weapons and equipment, including Western tanks and armored vehicles. Images from a Ukrainian infantry regiment reveal that before the offensive, Ukrainian soldiers managed to enter Lob Cove, a town west of Orikhiv, on foot for the very first time. Due to the strike near Orikhiv, which is slamming into a strong line of Russian defenses, there is a chance that Ukraine will try to launch a full frontal attack on one of the swiftest ways to divide Russian-held territory. Russian defenses in the area have been building concrete tank barriers, bunkers, and minefields for months, as seen in numerous tracks and commercial satellite images. While some military analysts have noted that Russia's troops still have important limitations, particularly overstretched units and a lack of artillery munitions, others have noted that Russia has employed a lot of anti-tank mines to slow down the general counteroffensive. Since most of the landscape in the south of Ukraine is plain and open, soldiers and military vehicles are left exposed to enemy cannons in many of these military actions, where attacking forces typically endure considerably greater losses than ingrained defenders.